I'm wearing a hat.
Man, I didn't even do my hair for this video. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm here with Pigeon Outdoors. Go give him a follow on Instagram and check him out on YouTube. Today we got something special for you. We're not working on Jeeps at all. No, we are working on a 2019 Ford Super Duty F250. So stay tuned. We'll be right back. It's a rainy Saturday morning here, so what we're doing is we got his truck pulled in the shop here, and like I said, we're not working on any of the Jeeps, even though I was working on that. I got the exhaust changed out. I'll put that in another future video. He was nice enough to bring me breakfast and orange juice. I tanked mine. Mine's all gone. But anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to take this Sawzall, and we're going to go over here, and he's having issues with his fenders hitting the tires. And we need to clearance that sucker right there. No.
Do you think the Sawzall is going to work?
Well, I got the grinder right there. We can grab the grinder. That's back there. I put that away.
That aluminum body's pretty tough.
That's arguable with some people. Anyway, what we're going to do is he picked up this really cool steering stabilizer. Now, if you know anything about the Super Duties, I have a 2017. He has a 2019. And my dad has owned a 2018 and now has a 2020. Now, keep all that straight. They all have issues. It's being solid axle with a little bit of death wobble. I've never experienced the death wobble in my truck, but the recall that Ford put out, they actually replaced the steering stabilizers with new steering stabilizers. He's had it done. My dad's had it done. I had mine done. My dad's had it done on both his trucks, actually. But this should take care of all of that right now. And actually, hey, Josh, come over here. Want to show me exactly what you got going on here. Show everybody your truck. It's a 2019 Super Duty Power Stroke. And what do you got done to it here?
Really the only thing that's done to it is it's got a 2-inch level in the front. It's a BDS suspension setup, adjustable track bar, and I did opt for the full Fox shock package, which it has the Fox shocks all around, including the rear as well.
Now the rear, did they do anything in the rear, or is that like blocks, or is that
no,
just
the rear?
stock?
The rear is factory, just with the upgraded shocks.
Gotcha. Okay. Now you put a lot of miles on this thing, and you are in it pretty much your mobile office. So
yes. It has, well, it's a 2019 and I'm pushing 55,000 miles.
Hey, I gave you these for Christmas. You finally got them in.
They've been in there for a little while.
Nice. And these are, what are they called? Tough Skins.
Yes.
Tough Skins. They're actually really nice. I had it on my truck since it's brand new, and they hold up really well. If you prep it real well, they look really nice and they hold up well. Anyway, now I know everybody's going to ask, because everybody's going to comment, what are your wheels and tires? Tell us that. Get that out of the way.
All right, so the wheels and tires set up on this, they're 35 1250s on 20s. They are the Nitto Ridge Grappler. The one thing with the heavier truck, I actually did go with a Load Range F for the heavier tire. And then the wheels are the XD 820 Grenades. They are the black with the milled edges, as you can see. So that is the setup for wheels and tires that I have on this.
And guys, it is raining and ugly out here today.
Yeah, don't judge how dirty it is.
Yeah, it's pretty ugly out, so just take that with a grain of salt. But he does have a lot of miles on these tires already, and they're holding up really, really well. I put a set on my truck, and I really, really like the tires. They're really nice.
25,000 miles on this set of tires as of today, roughly.
Yeah, and there's still a lot. I mean, there's a lot of tread left in there. I mean, they're a good cross between a mud terrain and an all-terrain. They're a really good street mannered tire. And they also do pretty well. I mean, we don't really take these off-road a whole lot, but when you get on job sites and, you know, out in the boonies and the quarries and things, it's nice to have a nicer, tougher set of tires to get you through. But anyway, what we're doing today, move my light over here. Oh, I looked right at it. Ooh, nice, baby. All right, we're down here underneath the truck, and we're changing this wimpy little guy out right here, changing out that steering stabilizer with his Fox unit there. We'll get it out from underneath the truck here and show you the size comparison of just the shock bore, the stabilizer bore, and how the mounts work. It's just a beefier unit. Now also, he opted to get the adjustable track bar right here, which is a much better option, if you ask me, than just getting the relocation brackets. The Mountain Design Off-Road, put a plug in for them, did the leveling kit for him, and the wheels and tires, mount and balance, all that good jazz. But go check them out. They're in Dover, Pennsylvania. They do Jeeps, trucks, anything 4x4. And they probably even work on two-wheel drives if you ask them to, even though they kind of frown upon that. But go see Mike and Curtis up there at Mount Zion. So, all right, enough talk. Let's get some tools out and undo the bolts and get that thing off there. This right here, this nut that goes right about there is 18 millimeter. And the one down the end right there that threads up into that bracket is a 15 millimeter. And either use a pickle fork right here or get yourself a nice sledgehammer and just beat the tar out of it. His truck's fairly new, so it wasn't seasoned there too bad, but just basically beat the end of that till she popped out. And we'll take you over here. Here to the stabilizers. Here you can see the difference. Here is the side that mounts to the bracket over here, and this is the side that pops through the actual drag link, and that's what gets, you know, tapered and sucked in to the actual hole. So that actually, like I said, pickle fork between here would work well. I don't have a pickle fork, so we just got mad at it and gave some wax. So that's out of there. But look at that, man. We should take that apart, you know what, Josh, and actually see what the board looks like. But I guarantee you, this is like so much beefier.
Much gooder.
Much gooder. Very much gooder. But this actually, I believe, is going to go this way. Basically, this is, get that. Sorry, I want to throw your good parts there. This is going to, we'll have to flip it around, but this actually is going to go up and bolt to the drag link, and I think this is what goes down on the other end.
Yes, so your eye.
Yeah. I guess we probably could read the instructions, but, you know.
Instructions?
Yeah.
What instructions?
I don't need no instructions. Well, get to this and get back underneath there and get mounting this thing up. Okay, so we're underneath the truck here, and we got the stabilizer on. I'm going to take you upside down here for a second. But what you want to do is you want to have an 1/8 inch between the body and the base here and the eyelet, but you want to make sure your wheels are against the full stop when you turn the wheels. You don't want this to bottom out. Go ahead, Josh, turn it full lock, right? There you go. Let off. Go back again. That's full lock. You basically don't want this. All right, you're good. Shut her off. You don't want this thing here to bottom out when it's bolted down over there on your drag link, or on your, on your drag link. You don't want that to bottom out here. You can do some damage because your steering's gonna, your power steering's gonna probably destroy that steering stabilizer. So it gives good to give you a little bit of a cushion there. So a little helpful tip. And also, this pivots on this mount right here. I would suggest you loosely put this on. Don't snug it down. And then put this on first, or not, put this on second, sorry. It says to put this on first, but then you can't pull that, it's cockeyed on the drag link. It's hard to explain until you actually do it. Put that on loosely first, then put this in, torque it down, and then tighten that down. Do what we just did and tighten it down. So we're gonna keep moving forward, but you definitely don't want this to bottom out right here because that will do some damage to your stabilizer. We're gonna torque this thing down to 60 foot-pounds. I see it going up, it's like 35. Okay, right there. Around 60 pounds. Okay. That's it, crank her down there, buddy. All right, so.
Torque this back.
This is torqued to 12 foot-pounds, but unfortunately you can't get anything in there to get on it because your track bar's in the way and it's just not easy to get into it. So he's putting her on there so they ain't gonna come back apart, that's for sure.
I'm weak.
You can strip out the aluminum, not me. I don't want to do it.
Well, that's what I'm kind of nervous about doing.
What we're gonna do is get this all snugged up. We tighten the other bolt down over there, like you saw with the torque wrench over here, that bolt. And now he's snugging these 4 pinch clamp bolts down. So we'll go ahead and I'll get him up there, have him start the truck up, turn left, right again, check for clearance, and take her for a test drive. All right, do to the right first. All right, you're good. Back left. Watching this radiator hose. Look at that, plenty of clearance. You're good. Best part is getting her on the road and taking her for a test drive. says it feels like a race car now. And the cool thing is he gained about 2 inches of lift in the front.
2 inches of lift, and I think about 47 horsepower.
And maybe 2 miles per gallon.
Yeah.
All from a steering stabilizer. Hey, you're going to gain an extra 5 horsepower just from that sticker you're going to slap on the back.
If it stops there.
Telling you what, guys, it's a beautiful day here. It was, what was it, like this week was like 80s and sunny and beautiful.
90,
yeah, and now it's like 50-some degrees. Well, sorry, 47 degrees and like this.
Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah. What do you think, Buster?
So far, I mean, it feels pretty good.
You didn't punch through your coolant line yet. Your radiator hose.
Everything still looks pretty good.
You guys are still watching this video and you're still with us after all this, let me know down in the comments. Say, hey, I watched the whole way through, because I know a lot of you guys tend to drop off after the first minute or two and don't watch the whole way through. But hey, that's up to you. You probably got better things to do.
There were some bumps that felt pretty good.
There you go.
Definitely better than what it was.
I may have to get one of these.
Talk to Mount Zion.
Does it work with regular suspension, or does it have to be lifted? It should work
with anything.
Yeah, it shouldn't matter.
Lifted or anything like that.
That should have no bearing on the steering stabilizer.
No, get a hold of Curtis.
She's staying pretty true. It's not really like, you know, pulling you all over the place. Yeah, look at that.
I mean,
yeah, you're gonna have your corrections for steering, but like it's
that
not
right there. That didn't jiggle really at all.
It doesn't bump steer your bump steer, guys. If you don't know what that is when you actually hit the bumps, it actually will unload and load your suspension and will make your steering wheel, like, you know, twist. The drop pitman arms, different things like that will cause that.
I mean, a little bit, but you're never going to be perfect on a
solid axle truck. And if you go and buy a independent front suspension heavy duty truck, well, I don't think we need to be friends. Just kidding, Chevy and GM guys. But we do all know your tie rods stink. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the install of a steering stabilizer on your Super Duty from 2017, and I'm assuming to present. I don't know what that model number provides or what that goes to.
Well, the most important, we got to figure out where the sticker goes.
Oh, yeah, we got to find out where that sticker goes.
That's the reason I bought the part.
That is the most important part of the whole kit, guys. So if you haven't done so yet, please consider subscribing to this channel. And also, if you haven't done yet, go check out Pigeon Outdoors. If you're into hunting, fishing, camping, four-wheelers, food plots, all that good stuff, check out his channel. Thanks again so much for watching. We'll catch you next time. See you later.